What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and today's video we have more new cards that will be released in Cyberstorm Access. I will be talking about the next 6 of them, and I'm gonna be honest, looking at these cards, this is going to be a bit of an interesting video. There are other cards to talk about from this set, but I will be talking about them sometime at some point in the next sometime in the next couple of weeks or so. So make sure you guys stay tuned for those videos. But I'm going to be honest, But I'm gonna be honest. Looking at this first card, I have a feeling that there are some decks we might see make their way into the meta, which is a possibility, but only time will tell. And I got something caught in my eye, so I apologize. So hopefully you guys are ready for this video. If you guys are, and you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, which get posted every Tuesday and sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And as I said in previous videos, make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, because, as I have said in previous videos, if this channel reaches 200 subs, because we are getting close to that point actually, I am going to open up my Korean Strike of Neos box in its entirety here on the channel. I've had this for quite a while, and 200 subs, I think we can definitely make it happen. We can definitely make it happen. So again, 200 subs, I will open this up in its entirety on the channel. However, if the channel reaches 1,000 subs, which might happen, you never know what you never know what can happen with the YouTube algorithm, I will open up my first edition Toon Chaos box. I have not touched this box, or actually rather opened up the packs anyway, at all. I've never opened up a single pack from this set, and I've actually had this box since its release. And the crazy thing is that you would think that it would have been sold out within minutes. No, it sold out. It sold out within weeks. And I got this box from my partners at Collector Store in St. Peter's, Missouri. So if you guys have not checked them out, link will be in the description below, as will their address. If you guys want to check them out physically, their address will also be in the description as well. Make sure you guys look for Ben and let him know that I sent you guys. He's an awesome dude. Trust me, guys. Those guys are incredible, incredible people. So make sure you guys check them out. Link will be in the description, as will their address. So again, 200 subs, 1,000 subs. So if you guys want to see these get open, make sure you get. So if you guys want to see these boxes get open, make sure you guys subscribe, guys, because I have a feeling those polls are going to be pretty fire. So again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out. Anyway, guys, let's get straight into it. Kicking things off, we've got Libromancer Origin, which is a continuous spell, and the third effect is a once per turn, and the first effect reads: when this card resolves, you can set one Libromancer spell or trap directly from your deck, except this card. Okay, I mean, it does give you a chance to set any like floodgate that you may have at your disposal, which is not too bad, not too shabby. Although since I haven't touched the deck yet, since I haven't played with the deck yet, I don't know what the floodgates are. I'm not so sure, but I know that there's a couple that the Archetype has, but still, that's pretty good. Being able to set any Liebermancer floodgate that you may have, that's not too bad. And yes, guys, I am drinking OJ. There we go. Whew. Alright, second effect reads, Liebermancer ritual monsters you control gain attack equal to their own level times 100. Okay, I mean, because, well, so the highest level monster would be what, 12, 13? So its attack could go potentially all the way up to 1300. That's not bad. Although to be fair, because that we have cards like Spell Canceller in the meta, because I've seen a lot of like burn decks run Jinzo, Spell Canceller, and I think what's that one? The one that prevents monster effects from being activated. I think not Skill Drain, because it gets negated by Jinzo. There was something else. If you were to have all three on board, you basically have a floodgate. So, gotta be careful with that, guys. Gotta be careful with that. But still, that's not too bad. And then the third effect reads: if a ritual monster is ritual summoned to your field, you can target a spell, trap your board controls, and destroy it. So this is definitely a floodgate on its own, because obviously it's MST, but in a continuous spell form. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Although I don't think it would be as useful as some of the other continuous spells that the deck has, because for one, the second effect of this card can easily be outed off of the effects of a Ghost Ogre, so it wouldn't really work out that well. But that's the thing, though. Another drawback from using this card is the first effect, where it reads that when this card resolves, and notice the term when. It's a when effect, meaning it'll miss timing. So that's something that you don't need to have in your deck. You need to have cards that don't have when effects, because if you do, it's not gonna end well, to be honest. But with that being said, moving on into the next card, we have Infinitrack Road Roller, which is a 5-star Earth Machine. Excuse me. With 2100 attack and defense, and the first effect is a once per turn, which reads: if an Earth Machine monster is tributed or banished face up, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. If it was there, the monster was tributed or banished, or hand even if not, but banish him when it leaves the field. So this card can easily bypass the banishing effect just by using the monster as material for a rank 5, which is pretty insane. So cards like number 61 Volcasaurus and number 19 Phrasedon are two prime examples of rank 5s that they can use Road Roller to summon, basically, which is pretty cool. Second effect reads: an Xyz monster whose original type is machine that has this card as material gains this effect. All face-up monsters your opponent controls are changed to defense. Also, they lose 1,000 defense. So this is sort of like what is it? What's that one? I cannot think of it. I can't think of it. There was a card that basically forced the opponent's monsters to lose 1,000 defense. I know that the first part of the effect, it's basically no entry, but with an added twist, meaning also they lose 1,000 defense. You know, so it's not too bad of an effect. This is one of those cards that you can use. Actually, what would be a good... I would say Cybernova, but the problem is that Cybernova requires light monsters, as does Constellar Pleiades. Pleiades also requires two lights as well, so there has to be something. I gotta check Nexus. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. Let's go to deck. Pick a random one. Let's go filter. Monster. Exceeds. Attribute. No. Actually... Type. Oh, I need machine. Machine. And then 5. Okay, so let's see. The rank 5s that they could potentially use are Dvorak, King of Heavy Industry, Super Quantum Mech Beast, Magnaliger. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think I pronounced it right. If I said it weird, I apologize. I don't know how it's pronounced. Wind Up Arsenal Zenmayo. Droll Driver Vespinato is another interesting one you can use. Infinitrack River Stormer, that's a pretty cool one. Number 33, Chronomaly Machu Mech, Chronomaly Vimana, and of course, Cybernova. So those are some of the rank 5s that they can use to summon this card, but still, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Giving it a sort of a no entry effect, and forcing the opponent's monsters to lose 1,000 defense. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, because you could basically just attack over pretty much anything that they may have at their disposal, and just potentially attack for game, which is pretty cool. The only thing though is hand traps. Hand traps are going to be pretty dominant, if you will. So, but with that being said, moving on to the next card. We have Amazement, Dominator, Arlecchino. I probably butchered that one. Which is a 7-star light psychic with 2,600 of attack, 2,200 defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads: if you control an Amazement monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can add 1 Amazement family faces from your deck or grave to your hand. During your opponent's turn, which is a quick effect, you can target one other effect monster on the field, shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, special summon 1 Amazement Administrator, 1 Amazement Administrator Arlecchino from your deck, then change the targeted monster's attack to 0. That's pretty busted. That's pretty busted. So this is basically your Stratos. Yeah. This is basically your Stratos on a 7-star 2600 body. So that's pretty good. Although, again, Ash Blossom is going to be a bit of a factor in the deck, and I don't know if I don't really know how good exactly this card would be, but it does have a Cyber Dragon effect, and it also has a Stratos effect as well, which is pretty nuts. But it also has, as I said, as the card mentions, sorry guys, you guys already know what's up. There we go. But as I said, as the card mentions, it has a sort of a weird effect, a weird effect similar to what you call it, Dark World Shackles. So it has that sort of effect, which is pretty weird. But next up we have Dreaming Nemurelia? I probably butchered that one, so I apologize. Which is a 1-star Light Fairy Pendulum with 0 attack, 1500 defense. Its pen scale is 8, and the pen effect reads once per turn you can place one Nemurelia continuous spell from your deck or grave face up on your field, and if you do, add this card to your extra deck face up. You cannot special summon this card the turn you activate this effect. I mean, it's technically spell trap Rhoda. It does help you thin out the deck, and it also gives you access to try to draw into some of your power cards, including Floodgates. That's pretty good. Now for the monster effect, which oh wait, there are more cards. Oh, okay, so we actually have the Nemurelia Archetype. So there's a few cards to talk about. I didn't realize it. I did not realize it. So alright, so I'm gonna try and go through those cards as quickly as I can. Let's see here. The monster effect reads: cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summon from your face-up extra deck by having no cards in your extra deck other than this card. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way. And the effect reads, if this card is special summoned, you can banish up to 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard face down for every 3 of your face down banished cards, then shuffle your face down banished cards into the deck equal to the number of cards banished by this effect. Oh. Basically, okay, ooh, excuse me. So, basically, you can pair this card off with number 89, and basically, you would have quite the powerful combo, if you will, because that can force deck out your opponent, which could easily help you win duels easily. That's pretty nuts. Let's see. Next up, we have. Oh, and also, too, guys. This is actually a new archetype. Actually, I guess I'm assuming that's pretty cool, though. All right. Next up, we have Nemurelia's Dream Defender, Aureolar. I don't know how to pronounce that last one, but it's a 10-star light beast, 2500 attack, 2000 defense. Let's see. You can only special summon You can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name per turn, and the second effect is a once per turn. The first effect reads: if you have the face of a pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you have a face of Dreaming Nemurelia in your extra deck, which this is a quick effect, you can banish a face down card from your extra deck. Face down. This card gains 500 attack for each monster your opponent currently controls until the end of the turn. Okay, and apparently that last word, apparently it's French for pillow, I guess. I don't know, but that's pretty cool though. Yeah, again, this can pair off easily with number 89, and you can just easily force deck out your opponent, which is pretty cool. Next up we have Nemurelia's Dream Defender Coet. I believe is how it's pronounced. Let's see here. 10-star Light Beast, 2k attack, 2500 defense. If you have a face-up pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so I believe what are the rank 10s that they can play with this deck? Let's see. Let's see some of the rank 10s that you could use with this deck. I know there's quite a few of them. Let's see. We have Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. Utopic Dark Infinity is a pretty interesting one. Galaxy Eyesight for X Dragon. Number 99, Utopic Dragon. Chaos number 9, Chaos Dyson Sphere. Ray Raptor Ultimate Falcon, which was actually a pretty interesting, Waking the Dragon target back in the day. Let's see. Sky Palace Gungari Day. Number 81, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. Triple D Divisor King Des Machinex, which I believe you need to have the DDs for that one. Gustav Max. Chaos number 92, Hard Earth Chaos Dragon. Number 35, Ravenous Tarantula, which can help go into, which I believe can help go into a rank 11, which is the rank 11 is, I believe, Pain Gainer, and then number 77, the Seven Sins, I believe is the other one, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting to say the very least. Second effect of this card reads: when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Nemurelia card you control, and you have a face-up Dreaming Nemurelia in your extra deck, as a quick effect, you can banish one face-down card from your extra deck face down, negate the activation. So it's sort of like a... It's sort of like a... what's that one? Excuse me. It's sort of like a Solemn Judgment, but a bit weird. And apparently... And there's a note underneath that says, Coet is French for duvet, a soft quilt filled with down feathers or synthetic fiber used instead of an upper sheet and blankets. That's a nice little lesson there. Next up, we have the Sleeping Beauty Tower of Nemurelia, which is a continuous spell, and the first effect is a once per turn, and which reads: you can banish 2 face-down cards from your extra deck face down, add 2 level 10 beast monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except Pendulum. So, basically, this is a way to easily summon out, Ravenous Tarantula, and just keep going, and just keep ranking up into number 77, which is pretty nuts. in which funny thing is that Malefics, because that most of the Malefic monsters are level 10, it can benefit from those three cards. Those three Xyz monsters can actually benefit from the deck as well, which is pretty nuts. And again, the fucking mucus. It will never come up, guys, I'm telling you. There we go. Alright, moving on. Second effect reads, if a Nemurelia monster you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Dreaming Nemurelia in your extra deck, you can banish one face-down card from your extra deck face-down instead. Ooh, okay, so you probably won't need cards like Pot of Extravagance or anything like that to banish your cards. That's pretty nuts. But yeah, basically this is your sort of like your, I would say floodgate, but this is sort of like your continuous like. This is sort of like a Rhoda mixed in with like a build with a continuous like return of the Dragon Lords, which is pretty cool. And then the last card for the new archetype, we have Sweet Dreams Nemurelia, which is a normal spell, and obviously it has two separate effects, which I believe are both once per turn. Which the first effect reads: add one Nemurelia monster from your deck to your hand. Then if you have a face-up Dreaming Nemurelia in your extra deck, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a Nemurelia monster, is normal or special summon for the rest of the turn. It's a nice built-in Rhoda with a nice little protection, if you will. That's pretty cool. Let's see. The second effect reads: you can place this card from your grave on the bottom of the deck, then target one Dreaming Nemurelia you control, add it to your extra deck face up. Okay, so basically this is like your, this is sort of like your combo, sort of like your combo starter, I guess you could say, where you can basically add, where you can just add Sleeping Beauty to your hand, trigger the effect, add both Coet and the other Dream Defender, special summon both, and you can easily make a rank 10, which is pretty insane. Not much else to say about that, though, unfortunately. But we do gotta move on. Next up, we have World of Boundless Consciousness. I swear, this fucking mucus. Sorry, guys. It's the fucking negative effects of having COVID from a couple weeks ago. Alright, I should be okay. Alright, anyway, it's a normal trap that reads, if Vicious Astrode is on the field, target one card on the field, destroy it. Then, if the original name of the destroyed card was Vicious Astrode, you can special summon one of your banished Vice of Starfrost. Otherwise, you can increase the attack of one Vicious Astrode you control by 1500 attack. Whoo! Damn, I believe Astrode, let's see. Let us take a look-see. Vicious Astroud. Oh, okay, so, okay, so this is one of the new fusions. I don't think I ever talked about this card. But I will talk about it at some point, because I think it's, I think it's part of the new set. So I'll get around to that card eventually, but let's see. Sorry guys, again, it's the fucking mucus. I apologize. Anyway, I guess Vicious Astroud is basically the new fusion, I guess. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool though. So it's sort of like a weird like DDR. It's sort of like a weird like DDR effect, but if you were to give Vicious Astroud 1500 attack, excuse me, its attack can basically just go up to like 4500, which is basically Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on an 8-star, which is basically an 8-star Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's pretty nuts, though. I have to admit. Not sure if I think honestly you can run this card with Tearlaments with the Shizu tier deck. I don't know if you can or not, but that's pretty cool. And now for the final card of this video, we have Bestial Dispater, which is a 10-star Dark Dragon Synchro with 3500 attack and defense, and acquires a tuner and one or more non-tuner dragons. Woo, okay. Both of its effects are once per turn, and the first effect reads, you can target one banished light or dark monster, special summon it to your field. You can target one banished light or dark monster, special summon to your field. Yeah, so it's basically this card is basically DDR. The effect is basically DDR, and you can just instantly go into some of your more powerful plays and just combo off in there and potentially have game on board, which is pretty nuts. Let's see here. The second effect reads, when your opponent activates a monster effect, which is a quick effect, you can target one banished card, shuffle it into the deck. Then if you were that card's owner, destroy that monster. If your opponent was, negate that effect. So it's okay. Okay, so it's sort of like a floodgate of sorts, which is pretty cool. There's a note underneath that reads, Dispater is another name for Pluto, the Roman god of the underworld, with associated with the aspects of the fertile land and mineral wealth, which ultimately got him associated with Pluto and Orcus. These are all, of course, ultimately the Roman equivalent of the Greek god Hades, lord of the underworld, and what? Oh, right. The dead in all precious jewels and metals. His name means wealthy father or divine father. I mean that's a nice little Greek mythological lesson right there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But honestly, guys, these cards, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed with these cards. Not sure. I'm not sure if any of these are going to be meta. I know that Dispater is definitely going to see a lot of competitive play at some point. The new trap card that I just talked about just a second ago, I could definitely see it getting a lot of competitive play. The Nemurelia archetype, I don't know. I think maybe the Box of Friends archetype might coexist with the deck. I'm not so sure. I don't know, but everything else, not sure if any of the rest of the cards will be meta, but we will have to see over time. But that brings me to the question of the day, which is this. Okay. Alright. Alright. I don't think I ever did this question, but this is just a random one. Not having to do with this video, but what is your all-time favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck to play and why? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more videos like this in the future, which get posted every Tuesday and sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.